Hello, race fans, and welcome back here for the GTCC week number 2, race 3. And I'm JD Smith. Alongside me this afternoon is Kane Craft, and here to bring you some awesome action presented by GetDirtyMX.com. It's GRAsim TV. Kane, we just got through watching two really fun races to begin our 2014 season. After a canceled week 1, here we are at week 2, and the excitement has been nothing short of spectacular. Let's get this thing started with our third and final race of the week here at Silverstone.
Yeah, this third and final race is definitely going to be exciting. We know that we got a reverse grid for the top 8 positions, and that's going to put George Wood on the pole, and that's going to be an exciting start. I like these reverse grid starts where we see some of the faster guys have to work through traffic.
It is so exciting, and how exciting is it not only to have him on the pole, but how cool is it to have George Wood running in the GTCC again? It is really cool to see people that you haven't seen running a series in a while, and we want to welcome George Wood back with open arms. And how cool is it to have him on the pole to start our third race in the second week of the season? This is awesome.
Yeah, definitely. We'll give a shout out to George Wood and his company, Woody's Lures. He's trying to get off the ground, or I don't know a whole lot about his company there. I know that he makes some darn good lures, and if you ain't got a Woody, then you ain't fishing.
That's right. Also known as the official, one of the official Bathurst Trophy prizes is winning Woody's Lures. So learn how to race, you might can catch some fishes. Always fun messing with George. He's a good guy. But man, I'm excited to get this third and final race started, Kane. And let's go ahead and check out that inverted grid that we were talking about just a second ago. We already know that George Wood will be starting on the pole. And who will be starting after that, buddy? Or do we know yet? I don't know. I thought it was going to be pulled up on my screen, and unfortunately, it was not pulled up on my screen, so I apologize about that, guys.
Let's see.
It should be Joe Adele up there, too, and I'm just thinking if it's an invert. Well, it was the top 8 invert, right?
Yep. Yeah, and I don't got the results for the last run, so I don't know.
That's all right. No worries, buddy. Well, as soon as we find out, we'll let you guys know, and we'll know within a minute. Actually, 40 seconds to be exact. And then we'll be
should
ready
be
to.
able to hit the grid button and see on yours.
Yeah, that's what I did, and it is empty right now. So
Oh, well, there we go.
it has to wait till after the good old-fashioned warm-up session, and it has literally 21 to be exact, and then we'll be ready to take on the 10-turn south circuit here at Silverstone. This is such a cool place here in the UK, loaded with just a huge racing past and present, as it's the site for the British Grand Prix. When in Formula One, it has multiple BTCC events here. Different types of races all throughout the year happen at the legendary Silverstone. It is one of the UK's crown jewel tracks, and it is so fun to be here at Silverstone. We're here in the third and final race of the GTCC, and guess what, Kane? I have our grid results. It's actually going to be Covey Moore on the pole. What a crazy change there in the action, as Covey Moore will be starting on the pole with Mario Girard starting on second. Third, we'll go to Ellis Stevens with Peter Hebron in fourth. Matt Gelder will be in the fifth position with C.P. Allen starting in sixth. Seventh place is going to be Jim Pankton with Rob Fagg starting in eighth. Joseph Yakes will be in the ninth position with George Wood in 10th. And starting in the final position here in this third and final race will be Kyle Herron. And cannot wait to get this race started. The guys are getting on the grid, Kane, and we'll be revving up those engines in just a minute, buddy.
Yeah, looks like they should be revving up here pretty soon and getting ready for a start. Here we go. They're revving up and getting ready to go green.
Green.
And you gotta fight for your right to party, baby. Here we go.
Mario Gerard off to a good start. Jumped out into the lead with is that Matt Geller there in second?
That's the number 69, Matt Gelder, right on Mario Gerard's tail, and right behind Matt Gelder is CP Allen and Ellis Stevens getting side by side right now. Ellis has got a great jump on him, but CP's going to close the door. And then coming up in the Team Overkill behind Ellis Stevens is going to be the Team Overkill driver of, you guessed it, Rob Fagg. Rob already up into this front five, and he is coming in a hurry. Here comes Ellis Stevens again with a good push, just can't get past CP Allen. Watch this three-way battle with Robert Fagg, Ellis Stevens, and CP Allen. And guess who else has come to the party? Right behind those three is going to be CP Allen, and ahead, of course, is that was CP Allen's teammate, Covey Moore. I apologize, who is in front of Ellis Stevens. So you got both of the black and yellow Kias, Team Overkill. Robert Fagg just now coming around Ellis Stevens. Will Ellis Stevens be able to hold him out? Rob's got the inside and will not be able to make the pass. A great job by Ellis Stevens to hold the position. And looking ahead, Covey Moore had he had a connection issue for a second, Kane. That hurt him really bad. He had a good jump, and it slowed him down a little bit. And Ellis Stevens has to be really careful passing around Covey if he blinks in and out again like that. That could be really scary if you're the car making the overtake.
I'm really impressed with Ellis Stevens driving so far in this race. He has really been not backing down at all. He's been racing with these guys and showing them that he is going to be here, and they're going to have to pass him because he's definitely racing.
He sure is, and I'm so happy to have Ellis Stevens racing back here in the GTCC. And mentioned it in race one, he had a terrible first race, a great second, or a decent second race, and you just said it, an awesome start to this third race. What a way to start. Mario Gerard currently out in the first position. Just a great job out there by Mario. He's got a great little lead right now as well, Kane, over a second and a half over from Matt Gelder, or right at about, 2.3 seconds now, as he's still trying to grow that lead. Now we got to watch out for the number 28 of Rob Fagg trying to make a pass around. Ellis Stevens going to go to the outside, and the door is shut again. Ellis Stevens says access denied, and Ellis Stevens going to try to make a move now on CP Allen. He will not be able to make that pass. He's going to have to set back in line and ride along. That is so much action right now, Kane. Keep your eyes peeled. You are not going to want to miss what happens next.
Rob Fagg looking to go to the inside of Ellis Stevens here. We'll see if he can get the pass made, as he does got pass in position on Ellis. Looks like Ellis is going to go ahead and let him have the position, but Covey Moore is going to nose up in there too and try to take position.
Yeah, that's actually going to be CP Allen that's going to make the pass as well. CP and Rob Fagg both going to make the pass there and put Ellis Stevens down, not one, but two, and possibly three, as here comes Jim Panklin as well. A tough break there for Ellis Stevens, but he's going to hang with the pack and try to overtake CP Allen there in the number 16 motorsport.com.
Oh, you're right. Good catch about that CP Allen. That was CP Allen. Both those cars being identical. Sometimes I get a little confused, but CP Allen definitely snuck in there and got that fifth position. That's position.
Right. Fourth position is currently belonging to Rob Fagg. Covey Moore currently in third, and this is going to be crucial, because if Rob Fagg can get around Covey Moore, this is really scary, because he kind of has an open track up until Matt Gelder, and then next would be our leader, Mario Gerard. And this, for Mario Gerard's sake, he's going to have to hope that Rob can be kind of held up for a little bit. This race is a little bit longer than the first two races, Kane. As you know, the first two races were both 11 laps in length. This third and final race is going to be
something's happened to Robert Fagg. I guess he must have got a slowdown there, as he's really off pace, going back to 9th place now.
And that is a tough break for Rob there. That really helps our leader right now and everybody else's chances at winning. That's going to hurt Rob's chances at getting a trifecta. Now that it can't be done, but the hat trick is going to be really difficult with the added slowdown or whatever just happened there. I believe it was a slowdown, wasn't it, buddy?
I think it was. I seen him cut one of the chicanes pretty close, and it looked like he probably got a slowdown penalty there.
Yeah, this third and final race is 13 laps. I'm trying to see if there is a mandatory pit stop or something of that nature. Sometimes they'll throw one in there, and I don't think there is. I think it's just a straight heat race to the finish.
CP Allen making the move on teammate Covey Moore, goes to the inside, gets around with no problem as Covey lets him on by.
Yeah, Ellis Stevens going to make the move as well, Kane. He followed traffic in a bright move there by the number 9 of Ellis Stevens. And now he's going to try to catch up to Jim Pankton and move up there into contention there. Oh, he's going to tuck right in there, and he's going to hang right there with Jim. Hopefully he can fight his way back up there. Covey Morris fell back a little ways. He's lost a little bit of that draft. CP Allen up in the 3rd position. And then up in 2nd, of course, is Matt Gelder. Mario Girard is out to a 5-second lead, a little over 5 seconds now as we start lap number 6. He's fixing to start lap number 7 in just a second of this 14-lap race, so almost at the halfway point. And we got to look at Mario Girard. As you know, he's sweating bullets up there, knowing he's got about a 5-second lead. All he really has to do, Kane, is keep putting these solid laps down, and he's putting down some really great times, Kane. Last lap, 112.228. Really good lap for Mario Girard.
Yeah, he's not just putting down solid laps, he's putting down really good laps, so he should be continuing to pull away from the field with those kinds of laps, and as long as he can keep it on the track, I think Mario stands a good chance of having a great finish here.
I hope. I'm rooting for him, and he deserves it. A lot of these guys deserve to get these great race finishes. And telling you, man, we got some great racing going on. Looking a little bit further back in the field right now, Joseph Yates trying to catch up to Covey Moore there and Rob Fagg, and he's going to get right up to the bumper there of Covey Moore. And this could be really interesting really fast because Joseph Yates had a little bit of a slow start, but now starting to pick up the pace. Last lap, 112.53, almost the same pace as our leader.
Yeah, Joseph Yates really is doing a great job on this race. He's really got good pace, and as we can see, he's coming up to fight with Covey Moore, and we should see a pretty good battle ensue here.
Blistering laps for our leader.
Whoa, just as we say that, Joseph Yates off track through the chicane, and luckily he kept it all together and he didn't lose a whole lot of time, but that is going to hurt.
Mario Girard puts down his last lap at 111.17, almost down in the 110s, Kane. He is blistering time right now. Just over 6.5-second gap in between him and second place driver Matt Gelder here on lap number 8. Coming around the final turn of lap 8, about to start lap 9. You got to start thinking. The tension's got to be heating up there in front. I know he's got a big gap, but you got to be careful with big gaps like this. Mistakes can happen if the focus doesn't continue. Yeah, I hate to see that for the newly added Road Shark racer. He's happy to be a member of Road Shark Racing now. Kyle Herron, a rough race here in this third and final race. He had a great race 1, and now having struggles back in 9th position. Joseph Yates there currently in 8th. And then as we look up to the 3rd position of CP Allen, he's about to have some company there from Mario Girard. What happened to Mario? Mario has been passed, and Mario has fallen all the way back to 3rd, Kane. Oh my goodness, he had the lead and now fallen all the way back to 3rd. Matt Gelder is now in the lead with CP Allen in 2nd.
I'm going to do a replay here and see if I can find out exactly what happened to Mario as he lost all that time.
Boy, that is something else. He had it all going there, and I see what happened as you get the replay up and running. He just come around too hot, got it loose, the back end stepped out, and he just lost it. No damage to the car. He just literally had to stop, turn around, and keep going, and that really hurt. Mario, let's see if he can catch back up and win this race. Kane, this is going to be a really good finish as Mario is all the way up to the bumper of CP Allen now, battling for the second position.
Yeah, he is. He definitely wants those spots back, and he's working hard for it. Looks like Matt Gilder got to slow down. That's going to let CP Allen and Mario Gerard by.
Yeah, that's a huge help right there. Got to be a confidence booster. But I tell you what, there's one person on this track right now I don't want to have to pass. It's the number, it's the number 16 of CP Allen there in the motorsport.com Kia. This guy is really fast. Last lap a 112.18. He can run the fast laps too, and this is a really, really hard place to pass. Mario trying to find any room he can. He still has a few laps left, Kane. It's only lap 10, fixing to be lap 11 here, and he's right there. All he's got to do is make one position, but can't give it up enough for CP Allen for just doing a fantastic job of holding off Mario Gerard right now. CP Allen wants this win really bad. He can almost taste it. Which black and yellow car is going to be able to finish here?
Well, CP Allen is very, very good at pressure. We've seen him be under pressure, significant pressure, many a times last season, and it just don't seem to bother him. He can really hold his own no matter what kind of pressure is being applied to him. And we just got to hope that Mario can keep his cool as he tries to chase down CP and keep it together. And maybe, just maybe, CP can make a little bit of a mistake and let Mario in there to get his position back.
Yeah, it's going to be really fun. This is such a great battle. I hate to leave it, but just for a second, I have to look, and Matt Gelder's got to be twitching a little bit in his seat as he has not one, but two Team Overkill drivers in the rearview mirror, very close. He has Jim Pankton in right directly behind Jim Pankton is his teammate, Rob Fagg. This is going to be crucial as both Team Overkill drivers close in on Matt Gelder. Back up at the front, this is still a one-car length race for the lead, and it's lap number 11. What a race here as these two right here battling for a win here in our third and final race at Silverstone.
Mario's cutting those corners awful close. I hope he don't end up getting a slowdown out of these.
Boy, you said it as I was thinking it. He is really living on the edge. And I guess you kind of have to if you want to be aggressive and get a win. Let's see if Mario can kind of cut to the inside here. He doesn't have the speed, Kane. CP gets a fantastic jump off the corner and doesn't even have to worry about Mario getting on the inside there. Beautiful job by CP Allen. This is just fantastic, guys. Here we are on lap number 11 as they go across, starting lap number 12. Your current leader right now is CP Allen in the number 16.
Whoa, looks like Pankton got a little goofy there and maybe got into Robert Fagg a little bit and took him off track. And Rob Fagg now looking to put more pressure on Matt Gelder.
Oh no, trouble on the track, trouble for Mario Gerard. He is off the track. It is all she wrote for Mario Gerard. Can we get a race call replay on that?
We could, but this one's just a GRAsim replay. So we'll get a GRAsim replay on there as Mario gets it off into the gravel and slides it around, and then he just has to get it going again. But just a little bit of a spin out there for Mario Gerard cost him some serious time.
And that is the most crucial of time, is that could have possibly cost him a second place, if not a win right there, Kane. Well, take your focus back out front. I was doing a rundown on the current positions before the excitement, guys. And that's got to be a breath of fresh air there for the 16 of CP Allen, as he is our current leader. And I tell you what, man, this has just been one heck of a race. We've had a little bit of it all. For those who are curious to how we're going here on lap 13 Before the white flag comes out, your order is CP Allen 1, Matt Gelder in 2nd, P3 belonging to Robert Fagg with Ellis Stevens currently in 4th. Mario Gerard has fallen back to the 5th position with Jim Panknin back in 6th. Covey Moore's holding down the 7th position with 8th belonging to Kyle Herron. Right behind Kyle Herron is Peter Hebron, and they got a good battle back there for 8th. Peter's in 9th. Joseph Yakes is not far behind either. He's currently in 10th place, and George Woods back in 11th. All 11 cars are on the lead lap.
Robert Fagg really putting the pressure on Matt Gelder. He's really going to be looking to make that
Gelder's
move
got a
for that.
problem. Gelder's having to slow down or something. He had to slow down because he's about to lose 3 positions. He lost one to both Ellis Stevens, Rob Fagg, and almost lost one to Mario Gerard as well. Tough break there for the number 69 of Matt Gelder.
Yeah, he's had a couple of those slowdown penalties tonight, and it's definitely hurt him pretty bad. And he's definitely going to be kicking himself for those. But still a good race for Matt. Up in the 4th position. That's a good race for Matt. He definitely should go into the next race with some pretty good confidence, having this good of a race.
Matt Gelder able to get back around Mario Gerard. Mario had made a move, but then had to give it back up there. This is a great little battle between Mario Gerard and Matt Gelder. CP Allen having no worries up front on the final lap. White flag has already waved. The checker is out, and he's coming down Hanger Straight for the very last time of the weekend. CP could be on his way to his first win of the new season. He's only got 1 turn to go. Kane coming around the final straightaway here at Hanger Straight, going into turn 10, and it's fixing to happen in just a moment. Beautiful turn there. He can ease his way around. No threat in near sight. And there you have it right there, guys. CP Allen wins the 3rd race here at Silverstone, and Rob Fagg coming in 2nd here in this 3rd and final race. Ellis Stevens finishes out on the podium with Mario Gerard edging Matt Gelder for 4th, and Matt Gelder finishing 5th. Jim Panknin comes across in 6th with Covey Moore coming across in 7th. Kyle Herron in 8th, Peter Hebron in 9th. Joseph Yakes just crosses in 10th, and here comes George Wood to round out the field. That was a tight little finish there for our 3rd race, Kane. Everybody on the lead lap, and literally everybody within 25 seconds of each other, except for the final car, George Wood. But don't get it wrong, George has had a good 2 first races in this season. Glad to have George back, but look how tight the field is as a whole in this 3rd of 3 races, buddy.
Yeah, it was a good, tight, close race. This GTCC has come so far in the last couple of seasons, and these guys really put on a good show.
Nah, you have just nailed it, buddy. I'm telling you this. I just had a feeling when I got out there and had a chance to drive in these new Kias, or new tire models. The Kias are the same, but the new tires, I got a feel for it, and I said the racing is going to be so much better. The car is 10 times more stable. It has a little bit more grip. It has a lot more grip, and it's just a lot more stable. And I think that's going to cause for this close battling that we see, and just an outstanding job there by all the drivers this entire race. I really hated that for Mario. You can't help but think he had a win there and lost it. Just lost the focus for a second or something, and we saw the accident there, and I hate that for him, but a great job by CP to capture the victory here. And how about Rob Fagg? We can't say it enough. The guy won races 1 and 2, Kane, and then comes in here in this 3rd race, starts all the way back in 8th? Yeah, started in 8th and finished in the dadgum 2nd position, gets a podium in all 3 races. How about that for Rob Fagg?
Yeah, great drive tonight by Rob Fagg to take those 2 victories and then to make it all the way through the field for that podium position. That was an amazing run by Rob tonight, and a great job by CP Allen to squeak out that victory on this last run. So, and Matt Gelder had a good race tonight too. Had a great run in 2 of the races.
Tell you how close the racing was here, buddy, in this 3rd race. Matt Gelder started in the 5th position. That's where he ended. Ellis Stevens started in the third position. That's where he ended. This is some close racing, guys. Both of those drivers moved up and down and back up again in this race, put on a show for us, and great job. We've seen Kobe Moore lead some laps in this race. We saw all kind of great things throughout the weekend. Peter Hebron and Joseph Yates didn't have quite a good race in his third and final race, but we saw them have some good races in the week as a whole. Joseph Yates had some killer laps there for a while, Kane, in this third race. He'll just have to find a way to string those fast laps together, and he'll be a force to be reckoned with here in the weeks to come.
I definitely
So
think so. I think that as he gets a little bit more experience in the car and more track time with these guys, I think we'll definitely see him moving his way up the field and be putting the pressure pretty soon to mid pack, and then not too long after there, we'll see him. We'll see him looking for a podium.
yeah, it's really exciting to see how close the competition is this season. Like I said, not a lot of guys on the track this week, but the competition is so close that you don't need a lot of cars when you have tight racing like this, man. It's not like you need a bunch of filler cars out there. What we have out there is fantastic, and what a show. All right, I have to bring him in right now. I want to go ahead and bring in the number 27, my good buddy, road track racer, Mario Gerard. Mario, I know your feelings got to be a little bit hurt, buddy. Looked
A
like
little
you.
bit.
It looked like you were on your way to your first win of the season, and I almost had a 6-second gap over the second place car at the time, which was CP Allen. And go ahead and tell us what happened there.
Well, I have to thank CP for his setup. That was a great setup for me, and yeah, starting from the front, I what a 9 second ahead of everyone. So, but for mostly half of the race, and have a brain fart, I guess, and did a big boo boo, and it cost me big time. So I tried to catch up, and what right behind CP. And again, a few laps later, I did another mistake and cost me big time.
Well, Mario, it just goes to show it can be done. You can win these races. And how big is this uh, inverted grid? And other than that, how big does it show you how important qualifying is here in the GTCC?
Oh, absolutely.
As short as these races are, qualifying is absolutely critical. Um, Qualifying is really getting important as we have beginning to find out that you don't have a lot of time to move around in the GTCC races. They're very short because there's 3 races. They're 3 heat races, and but they're so exciting, guys. I hope you get to watch the broadcast soon. And that third one's gonna hurt your feelings, Mario. I'm just gonna warn you. But it was a truly great showing by every driver on the field tonight. It really was. The competition has really stepped up. I was telling Kane, we only had 13 on the grid tonight. This is week 1 of the, well, okay, excuse me, week 2 of the season. Let's check back at week 6 and see how many are on the grid. The way that this Kia drives now and the way that it is, I bet this league grows in a hurry.
Oh, you got it right.
Well, thanks a lot, Mario. Best of luck to you next week, pal.
Thank you, guys.
And that is Mario Gerard, ladies and gentlemen. Next, I want to get in here. Rob Faggy finished second here in the third race, but one races 1 and 2. The overall winner of the weekend. Rob, definitely on the right track to go ahead and you finished second at the end of last season, almost getting the title, but falling just short. And here you are coming out of that off season and completely dominating the first weekend of races. How does that feel?
Yeah, it feels good. It was down to the wire last season. It was probably, as I say, the closest we've ever had, and that was great fun. And I'm hoping this season will be exactly the same because there's a lot of very fast guys in here. So I feel very happy to have managed to come away with quite a few points this week. So yeah, very happy.
Well, it definitely was entertaining, but I was just noticing how close the competition was, not only just in the front, but from literally the first and last place guy on that last lap. The whole field, of course, finished on the lead lap, but um, 1 through 10 was only 20 something seconds apart. That's pretty, when you look at a group as a whole, that was a really
Yeah.
good race.
Oh yeah, there's some excellent racing, and yeah, very clean racing as well. To be honest, I didn't make it easy for myself in that last race. I got 2 or 3 corner cuts, so I had to keep slowing down and
Yeah, we
trying to
saw a
get back
couple.
past people. So that was adding to it. But no, it was really good fun.
Well, congratulations, buddy. You definitely deserve it. And best of luck to you as we head out next week.
Cheers, JD, and keep up the good work with yourself and Kane there.
Thanks a lot, buddy. And that is Rob Fag, everybody. Congratulations to him again. Next, talking about some some slowdown penalties. Let's talk with Matt Gelder for a second. Had a pretty critical one there in the third race. It ended up costing him 2 positions, almost 3. And Matt, you had a pretty good weekend. I know you had a few incidences that you would have liked to rewind and do again. Especially with the wreck at the beginning of race 1 and then a couple of the slowdowns. But all in all, I thought it was a pretty good performance there, Matt.
Yeah, I was hoping I was gonna take that one away, but yeah, I got a couple slowdowns there towards the end of the race, so it kind of threw me back in a fight with Mario for fourth.
Yeah, it definitely was fun to watch. And first of all, I got to say thank you for stepping up in the GV8 series and coming and doing some broadcasting there through the course of this season. We'll be happy to hearing you broadcast the races. But back to you in the race seat. Good job here this weekend at Silverstone. And I'm not quite sure where we're heading next week yet. You know where we're heading there?
Your guess is as good as mine. I haven't really studied the schedule for this season so far. I've been kind of focused with all the other things that are going on.
Yeah, no, it's been so many different tracks. Anybody know? You can speak up now. Oh, awesome. Okayama next week. It looks like very, very, very exciting. And because I just didn't know myself. I didn't know if y'all might happen to know because I know we're going to be practicing now, but Okayama will be fantastic. And I want to get in here, Covey, more. We talked to him just a minute ago or after the last race. And Covey, there in the last race, buddy. How was your? Let's just start from the top. How was your feelings of Silverstone, this unique Southern circuit here?
It was neat to start on pole with a big field behind me, but I find this track a lot of fun. It's really flat, so there's not a lot of the up downs you have to deal with in keeping the car on track, and that back end of the track there where you're just cutting through those turns faster than you can think. That's one of the funnest spots on any track I think I've ever run in this car. It's just a blast back there. But all in all, it was a pretty good day starting up front, not wrecking anyone else's day, and staying in the top 10 there.
Now, Kobe, you've really brought the pressure on this year. You seem to really be driving a lot better race, a lot faster race than what we've seen last season. Did you do a lot of practice in the off season? Or are you just a little bit more comfortable with the car, or maybe is it the new tire model?
I don't ever want to say that it's straight up the tire model. I like to think that I'm getting better myself. But the tire model in this car really has helped. Like I said, we had a little bit as the JCDM team. We had a little bit of success in I think that was season 3 when we first came on, me and CP. So it's just practice. It's putting down enough time in that opening hour and 20 minutes and getting used to the car, getting used to the track. Today's a win for me because there's those brake markers don't exist on this track. You really gotta spot something almost in the distance or something really unique on the side of the track to be hitting those brake spots. And so yeah, today's a win for me. Just put those practice laps in, and I can keep things on the tarmac. I should be able to do all right.
Yeah, fantastic, Covey. And Kane is right. A huge improvement already. Can't wait to see what the rest of the season is in store for you, bud. And keep up the good work practicing, man. And you'll be fighting for wins for too long if you keep it up, buddy.
Yeah, thanks guys. Thanks for the broadcast and congratulations to CP on a win, bringing a team win. That's fun.
Yeah, I mean, it was a fantastic job by CP. You know, CP can be freakishly fast at times, and it was really good to see CP get a win there. I know it looked like Mario was going to take the win, and I almost got ready to say it on the broadcast, but I didn't. And then next thing I know, you know, he had his troubles. But it's just I love the fact that we can go into the race and you really don't know who's going to win, and that is what makes for a great series.
Yeah, it was fun racing with Mario today. We had that good battle in, I think it was race 2, just coming down to the wire. He was quick and making his way back up through the field. So a little last minute one, it was good. But anytime my Canadian compadre can be up in the lead, that's always a good thing in my mind.
Sounds good, Covey. Thanks for coming by and talking with us, buddy. And look forward to seeing you run at Okayama next weekend, my friend. Take care.
Have fun, guys.
All right, and Kane, as we get through talking with everybody, obviously want to congratulate again our winner overall this weekend, Rob Fagg, for taking races 1 and 2 and then finishing in the second spot on a podium. What a fantastic job and a way to open the season here in week 2. Like you said, guys, if you're watching the broadcast and you're a driver, please go by the GTCC forum and vote on whether to make up week 1 that was canceled. And hopefully it's just been suspended and not canceled, and we can make that up. I think that'll be a really fun event. And of course, if we're able to, we'll bring it to you live as always, guys. And any final thoughts before we get ready to move on to the next week there, my good friend?
Well, we probably ought to give a shout out to Joe and his podcast. He's had another couple releases since our last broadcast, and he's really doing a good job with that. I'm really enjoying the podcast that Joe Odell and Jason Lundy's been releasing. I think there's somebody else had a hand in some of that too, but that's been good so far. I'm really looking forward to the next one.
Yeah, they have really been a treat. I've really enjoyed watching them as well, and look forward to seeing how they continue to grow in the future. They do a good job of getting the interviews after the races, and of course on the GV8 races, and then they come in during the week. It's a nice change of pace. I love the fact that I can listen to them on my phone. So if you're busy at work or have nothing to do, make sure you stop by the GRA website and listen to the podcast. You don't always have to have a computer screen to look on. You can just put in your headphones and give it a listen and keep up with the latest news and things that are happening around the GRA. It's a big shout out to the GRA as a whole, guys. This league literally was on the verge. It looked like was on the verge of closing down. Oh, not even a year ago, Kane.
No, it was. It was very, very close. And it was just amazing to see how it really wasn't close at all. It only looked like it, but as soon as it even appeared that it was close, I mean, everybody stepped up and really showed the backbone of this league and really brought it. It made it even stronger than it had ever been. And we're really seeing now the benefits of having such a strong backbone in this league, because this league is really growing. We're getting ready to have three really strong series going right now, and getting ready to start with a fourth before long. And it's great to see this league growing by the leaps and bounds that it's growing by.
It really is, Kane. It's so great to see it grow as a whole. And what helps is this league has, in my opinion, now I'm a little biased because I'm a member here, but to me this league has the best members in all of iRacing. It's just such a great group of guys. And these guys are, about as good as it gets when it comes to race buddies, and they're great to broadcast and great to run on the track with. And so it's a great place. If you're watching the broadcast and you're not a member of the GRA, make sure you go by our website. It's www.grasim.us and just check it out. Come by and say hey on the forums. We're always welcome to newcomers. It's a great place to come and learn. I'm an oval guy. Kane can vouch for me. I had never done any road racing in my life, and I came to the GRA to race the V8 supercar that was my newfound love, and these guys treated me like anybody else, and they actually helped me. I've actually teamed up with some of them, and they helped me with setups. They helped me get a little bit faster and a little bit more consistent. So it's a great place to come, and that's just a little shout out there to our GRA. I just felt it needed a little recognition there, buddy.
Also needing a little recognition is the broadcast crew from last night, the Monday Night GV8 League. Avery McDonald stepped up to allow us a little free time to participate in racing the league, so he stepped up to take over the broadcast of the GV8, and it looked like he did a pretty good job. For their first broadcast, I thought they did really well.
Yeah, they did. They did a really good job. Got a nice little team built up there already. With Avery McDonald and Joe Adele, and then Matt Gelder, and then also Dalton. Don't let me get his name. What's his last name?
I don't know. I just call him Dalton.
I do too. I don't want to mess it up. But anyway, Dalton Baldwin. There it is. I knew it was on the tip of my tongue the whole time. I just didn't want to say it wrong. But yeah, we really thank those guys. Without them, me and Kane wouldn't be able to race, and we gotta have our race fix as well as the broadcasting fix. So it's really nice of them guys to put on a show, and it gives Avery a chance to have his own show as well. And as always, guys, it's a treat bringing you a new season in the GTCC, the original series of the GRA, and I want to see this GTCC grow, Kane. That's going to be my goal this year. I want to bring in some new talent into the GTCC and see it grow like the other series.
Well, I think with the new tire model and making the car a little bit more stable, I think we'll see a lot more people have an interest in the car, which if the car gets more interest, there's no doubt that the league will get more interest, as there's only a couple leagues that run the Kia, and to have a league that's this good, it will bring other people in.
Yeah, I think you're right. And if you're a GRA member and you're watching this, I challenge you, if you're a GTCC racer as well, I challenge you, go out to the iRacing world and forums and recruit some good members to the league. We had 13 guys start on the first race and 11 on the third, but it's a great league as it is right now. But if we could jump that field size and double it, could you imagine how great the racing could be? And I know it'll get there, and so I challenge you guys, just go out and you don't recruit any Tom, Dick, or Harry, but there's a lot of great people out there that would love to race with us. So I challenge you guys to do that, and when you see somebody new in the forums, welcome them with open arms. Just stop by and say hey, and that way they feel very welcomed, like you guys made me feel when I joined. And that's all I got for tonight, Kane. Anything else before we get ready to hit the road, buddy? Boy, Okayama, what a great track. Like Kane mentioned it the best before. It's a track that every person on the iRacing simulator has, and it's got a lot of track time by a lot of the drivers, because at a time that was really about the only track we had, so we all drove it. And it produces some fantastic racing no matter what car you drive there. And so cannot wait to see how the third week goes. Really looking forward to week 3, guys. I believe that's all, and so we will see you next week live from Okayama. This has been GRAsim TV, brought to you by GetDirtyMX.com. And make sure you tune in next week, same time, same place.
Hold the phone. I just got a special report here, update of the points. So let me drag this over here and take a look at the points. I'm just going to drag it right on the screen here. And
I'll let you read the points out there live.
Try this again. Drag this over here so it's on the screen. Then I'll get rid of this Get Dirty MX thing. And we'll just take a look at this. We got Robert Fagg is in the lead with 62 points. CP Allen is in second spot with 45 points, 17 points down. Jim Panknin, only 1 point down from him with 44 points. Mauro Gerard is in fourth. And Matt Gelder's in fifth. Peter Hebron in sixth. Kyle Herron tied for sixth. And Ellis Stevens tied for sixth, with Kobe Moore going to come in the ninth place with 21 points. Joseph Yakes, newcomers, in the top 10 with 19 points. George Wood in 11th. Steve J. Richardson in 12th. And Joseph Odell's in 13th.
How about that? I mean, what a way to start the season already, guys. And for those of you that are new to the GTCC series, Kane, tell them how close last season was. Good grief.
Last season was extremely close. I think the couple of the positions was just within 2 points. I think Mauro Gerard and, somebody else. My memory's getting kind of bad whenever I got a race in between, but yeah, there was just a couple points in between a couple of those drivers, and even between the lead car and the championship, the champion and the second place, there was just a few points. It really came down to that third and final race of the season.
Boy, it was absolutely phenomenal finish to the season. We didn't, and honestly, the final race ended, and we had to make sure we could go check on the points before we knew who the winner was. That's how close it. Well, thanks for reading us the points, Kane. Make sure you guys check out the podcast. You can always check by checking the GRAsim forums or check the GRAsim homepage, as it's updated daily, thanks to Rob Fagg and a lot of the GRA members for posting on there constantly. You can always check what's happening on the GRAsim TV section of the GRAsim webpage. We try to update it as much as possible. Our latest broadcasts are always there as well. And that's it. I think that's going to be it, Kane. We can go ahead and close out another wonderful episode and a great week here at Silverstone here in the UK. And we'll be live next week coming to you from Okayama. You guys have a great night.